Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get started in a second. Just want to get something together real quick. Okay. Alrighty then. I don't think I updated my stream stuff. Should be updated now. My bad. I had created an updated title and then I forgot to hit play. Okay. So tonight's stream is going to start off. Excuse me. Holy shit. I'm yawning. The fuck? All right. So tonight's stream is going to start off a little bit differently. We have world premiere trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadows, previously known as Assassin's Creed Red, for obvious reasons, because, well, the promotional content was all in a hue of red, and it makes sense because it's based in the land of the rising sun, Japan. So, that being said, we have a an official trailer that dropped today by Ubisoft. Yes, I did pre-order, but I want to talk about the pre-orders in a moment. Okay, I want to watch the trailer, no commentary first. Then I want to go back through bits and pieces, and then I want to share my thoughts on it. It'll be very candid, very casual. Okay, this is not going to be a very systematic breakdown of the little details. It's going to be. I've already watched the trailer. I've already had thoughts about it, so I already know what I kind of want to say. But it's not going to. It's going to be very candid. It's not structured. It's not organized. Okay. So like I said, first we're going to start with a viewing of the trailer, and then we'll go into talk about it. I don't pre-order pretty much anything, but I do pre-order Assassin's Creed. It's like the only thing it's the only thing I've ever really pre-ordered. It's the only thing I ever will pre-order. And as much as I hate their business practice at times and their decisions at times, I love the games. The Assassin's Creed series anyway. So if you haven't watched it already and you would like to watch it here, then stick around. If you did not, or if you have watched it, you don't want to hear my thoughts, then either mute me or come back in like 30 minutes because there's a lot to unpack. Hold on. There's a white fluff on there that I could see out of my peripheral. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so without further ado, why don't we just watch it, huh? Probably keep this up so I don't get copywritten.
Who are you? Who do you serve?
All I have ever known in my life. Our land. Our customs. My family. Burns in the name of unification.
A frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea. The ocean's filled with new ships, but they all come from the same river. Greed. Power. Vengeance.
And you? Will you continue down that river? Or choose another path beyond what we see?
And we must look for it together. We must learn to trust, rebuild.
And follow the blade.
Pretty good so far.
I said, who do you serve? We are the shadows.
That serve the light.
Okay. So I'm going to have it playing in the background a little bit. I'll see if I can I put this on loop? Playback speed, stable ambient. I don't know if I can put this on loop. I'd love to though. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about this. We're gonna as we go through it, I'm gonna do some pausing here. So we start off in a scene where Naoi, yes, black Japanese. We're gonna talk about that. Okay, he's not technically Japanese, but Naoi, we see her chasing someone who we believe to be a political figure of some sort. Usually is, right? She is a kunoichi, or a female shinobi, and she's from Iga. And it starts off in a place in a forest. Obviously, he's running for his life after obviously being chased in here, rather than a traditional samurai who would rather die in battle. He is running for his life for reasons not entirely sure, but we don't obviously. If you've been following it, then you know that this is Naoi. But if you haven't been following it and you're like, okay, I have no idea who these characters are yet. Well, this person is shrouded in darkness, right? With no idea who they are. As it continues, he's asking, who do you work for? Who sent you? And they have this nice transition, which is a mist that covers her and brings her back to Iga. And here at this beautiful overcast, you could see some of the what are they called? The swan, or the Japanese. There's a name for them. They're like a Japanese swan or something like that. I don't know. They're supposed to bring good luck, I guess. But you could see it's a farming village in the mountains. Why is this relevant? Well, a lot of shinobi, which is what she is, were farmers, or they were like blue collar workers, if you will. Think of it in that sense. They were very much not your typical warrior. They were, think of rebellious type of people, but they didn't really have the greatest fighting skills like a samurai might, which is why they did a lot of things in the dark. Now, they were skilled fighters. It's just in a one-on-one fight, they would probably lose against a samurai who was way more skilled in a lot of different martial arts type of styles. So the shinobi, hidden in the leaf. Yeah, if you want to go the Naruto route. So this is Iga, which is where Naoi comes from. She's a farmer. Now here she is with her father, so she's a fictional character that Ubisoft made up. Her father, whose name I'm blanking on right now, he is an actual historical figure. He's the most famous shinobi in Japanese history. One of the most accomplished, that is. Fujiwara or something like that. I know his name starts with an F. So when she says this phrase, I wish I could... burns in the name of unification. What is that is referring to is Nobunaga Oda's attack on Iga, which was an absolute devastating blow and pretty much wiped out all of the shinobi in Iga. My phone just went off. So when she says burn in the name of unification, that is because Nobunaga Oda was he was striving for peace. He was one of the three major unifiers of Japan. The second one being his predecessor, Hideyoshi. And Hideyoshi, he approached things a little bit differently, whereas Nobunaga, he was a warrior first and foremost, for the most part, and he was one of the most terrifying warriors ever. He said, if I need to kill 10,000 of my own people in the name of peace, I will do it. And that's essentially what he was trying to do. But the shinobi were a problem, obviously, so he went and eliminated Iga, and that's the scene that's happening here. So she looks over in the middle of a prayer, and he says, go see what's up, save them. Here's a whole bunch of people. This is the Oda clan leaf symbol. So you could tell that this is from the Oda clan, and he's ready just to kill some peasant, I say peasant, but some worker. And here comes Naoi. And you can see she's got some fighting skill. Obviously, this is she's all about speed, not so much power. You can see her kick barely does anything. He's still ready to fight. I also heard that the moves that we're seeing in these fight scenes come straight from the gameplay itself. So these are moves that you can expect to see when playing these characters. So she obviously gets overrun, gets slammed, and into a perfect position to see her village on fire. Now, what the interesting thing to note here, yes, she's crying, she sees the bodies in the river. Interesting thing to note, though, is that she looks across the river, and she sees a dominance, like a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very dominating looking force, right? Someone who is very tall, obviously not the stature of a Japanese warrior, and she is doing exactly what so many other people did when Yasuke essentially entered the scene. And what I found interesting in this scene was I thought these two were going to be like, they're both protagonists. You could play as both of them at any point in time during the game. They both have their different storylines. But I thought they were essentially going to be partners. So to see this scene when I saw it, posing, no. Well, in here, yeah, like in this scene, it seems as though they're opposing enemies because he just came in siding with Nobunaga Oda and destroyed Iga, just completely destroyed it. So she's looking on in fear and anger and frustration, but also confusion. You can see it on her face right here. If I were to take away my webcam, you can see on her face right here, she's a bit confused, yet scared at the same time. You can kind of see that in her eyes. And he says, you are still a frog in a well, who knows nothing of the sea. Apparently, this is an actual saying. An imposing force. That's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. So this phrase is apparently a phrase that has, I don't know, I don't want to say it's Japanese specific, but it's something that has been used throughout Japanese history, kind of as a saying like, hey, you are a frog in a well who knows nothing of the rest of the world. So in other words, you know only what you've lived. You haven't seen the rest of the world. You're not essentially well-traveled. You're still immature. That's kind of what it means. If my interpretation of that is wrong, please let me know, especially over on my YouTube channel. By the way, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, leave it in the comments below what you think. But that's my interpretation of it is of that phrase is that you are a frog in a well who knows nothing of the rest of the sea. In other words, you're immature, you don't know the world like I do. So he turns around, looks at her. It seems as though this may be the first contact. We don't know if this is actually going to be a moment in the game. It could just be for narrative purposes for the trailer to kind of set up kind of like a premise for what the game is going to be like. So it goes on. We got smoke, and he's talking about the new ships coming in. Now, this is a scene during, in the 15 to 1600s. That's when the Portuguese were coming in, right? This is where certain trade was coming in. They came in with their own illnesses, their own diseases or whatever, but they came in with really awesome goods. This is also when missionary work was really prevalent as well. I'm not a history buff. I've kind of paid attention to bits and pieces here. But this is important to note because this is when Westernization started becoming more of an imposing force in Japan, and you could see that with the weaponry that they use later on in this trailer with muskets and probably later on cannons. So these are likely Portuguese ships. It could also be other type of ships. You could see this one in the background. This has a cross on it. This is likely missionaries coming in. It could be Portuguese missionaries. It could be Italian missionaries. But we'll talk a little bit more about that when we start talking about Yasuke and his backstory. So this is obviously going to be an important fixture in the game. This trading and stuff at the docks. So this is Nobunaga Oda, at least Ubisoft's interpretation of him. You can go throughout various video games, shows, movies, whatever, and he will always look a little bit different. Like Onimusha, if you've ever played Onimusha or ever watched it, he looks a little bit different there. But I just want to say, like, this is kind of an interpretation of what he looked like. The historians have a pretty good idea of what he looked like. But I've seen Nobunaga in many different ways, and this is definitely a different one. So what you see here is obviously his followers are here, but these three figures are different. Now, why are these three figures different? Because this is Yasuke in the middle, and then these are two missionaries. And I say that they're missionaries, one, because of their robes, and two, because of his backstory. It makes sense that these would be missionaries, Jesuit missionaries specifically. You could tell that this is when he's first arriving, and he arrived, in 1579, I believe. So in 1579 was when he actually touched base. Why was he here? Well, again, I'll talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about the trailer first. You could tell this is like when he first arrives because he's still in Western kind of clothing. By the way, the graphics look great. Look at the hair strands. You can see the skin textures. I mean, should have known. I already knew. Yeah. And I've already kind of like broken it down in my head too. But I love the hair textures. Like you could see the beard looks quite real. Like this image right here is really sharp. I mean, for anyone who is well versed in 3D animation, you could tell it's 3D animation, but in real time, like it looks good. Watch when he looks up. Look how good that looks. That's incredible. So then it goes back to this scene where this is Nobunaga Oda with his crew. He's fighting other forces. I think there are 3 other clans or something like that. This is where the muskets come into play. You can see this is definitely inspiration. This was one of Nobunaga's favorite ways of fighting. He used long-range infantry, and he tried to use some Western weapons to get the upper hand, and it certainly worked in a lot of cases. But they were fighting different tribes. I think there were 3 different ones. And out of the musket fire comes Yasuke. And Yasuke is leading the charge. And of course, his imposing figure is definitely something you want to put front and center, especially when you're going to fight. I love this part. So by the way, all these moves that he does are apparently like his approach into the actual swings. These are moves you can expect in the game, from what I understand. He lifts him up because of how strong he is. You got to remember, back in the day, in the 1500s, the average height for a Japanese man was, probably 5'4", 5'5", somewhere around there. Yasuke was 6'2", so he was a giant in comparison to these people. Now you can see here's the other clan that he's fighting. I don't remember the names of the other clans. I'm not as familiar with them, but you can see their banner right here. It's like it's a quad diamond type shape, and it's blue and gold. So that could be a reference if you guys want to look it up. You can even look at their armor pieces, blue and gold, so it's representative of some other clan. Really good graphics, of course, and then a good transition back to Iga. So now this is him during the invasion of Iga. Now, Naoi is asking, and will you continue down that river as you see his reflection in the water? In other words, are you going to continue the path ahead of you that you've been on, or are you going to choose something different? Really awesome scene here when he takes off his helmet. You can see how human he is, as opposed to just a warrior. Like he's human. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't necessarily feel good about it, but he's doing what he believes is right, or what have you. Or at least that's kind of what it looks like, right? He's got some sort of understanding of what he's doing. So she's like, are you going to continue down that river or choose another path beyond what you see? And now it goes into the scene, which I heard is unlikely a real moment in the game, but this is kind of like a plane where these two are kind of consciously and motivationally coming to some sort of agreement where like they're now on even playing field. So if they're going to find a different path than the ones that they are born into, then they must look for it, which is a interesting way of promoting their unification essentially. Now, I like this scene. I don't know where this is specifically, but it's obviously much later after the obliteration of Iga. She's in a town, and you can see how dense it is. I hope that's how it is in game. When I first saw this scene pop on, the way she turned to avoid hitting this guy carrying the basket, I originally thought like this was actual gameplay footage, and I was like, if that is actual gameplay footage, that's amazing. But this is still cutscene. So people are going about their lives. This is your daily market. It's great. You can see a variety of different characters. Looks awesome. You can see her katana on the back. She's got her hood down. She's not trying to look menacing in any sort of way. You see this beggar now pull something from his sleeve, and immediately you know that this is someone within her network, a network of intelligence where secretly they gather information. And then, in very secretive or very discreet ways, they hand off information. Another important thing to note here is her attire and like her weaponry, what she's got. You can see a gauntlet over here. So she's wearing the hidden blade on her left arm, as is traditional. Her katana's on the back to keep it kind of out of the way from bumping into anything. She's got a kurosagami here on her right hip, which is awesome. So you got the sickle there with the chain. It looks like she's got some throwing daggers here, some kunai, I would believe. But we see throwing stars or ninja stars later on, so I don't know where she would be holding those, but I think she was in a different outfit. Perhaps I'm wrong. I believe these would be smoke grenades on her hip as well. So you could see utility, obviously. You have two weapons attached, and then she's also got a dagger on the back, which we see her do a double assassination with at a later time. So her outfit, although very basic, there's probably a starter outfit. You can see there's already a lot involved. She's got a katana. She's got a short sword. I want to say a tanto. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure, but it is a much shorter sword. I don't think it's a wakizashi because the wakizashi is maybe a little bit longer. Either way, and then a kurosagami with some kunai. So really, really cool set of gear. Exactly what you would expect from a shinobi, or in her case, a kunoichi. So this is where it differs from the beginning of the trailer, where they were on opposing forces. He was invading Iga, and she just lost her entire home. Here they are in the same market. They make eye contact, And as she has the note, she gets the note. One, we can see the hidden blade here, which has a really cool feature to it. Also, climbing claws. You can see the climbing claws on the back, which that's very well known use tool for shinobi. And then she hands this letter off to Yasuke, which I guess states that they're at a temple or something. I can't read it, but that's what I heard the translation was. Now, here is something that's really cool. This kid and her father are walking by. She stops in awe, and he winks. Now, this seems so silly. Fucking A. Cinderella. Jesus Christ. Okay, this seems so silly, but why do I like this so much? Because this truly separates him from the traditional samurai. It also distinguishes him from an actual Japanese person. What do I mean by that? Well, to be a samurai, you had to be of a special breed. It was a very high status position, and with it, you were very serious in a lot of ways. You took it very seriously. You followed a code. Some of them were assholes. Some of them were noble, all depending on their personality. But essentially, they wouldn't necessarily look at a kid, give him a wink and a smirk. It's very obvious that yes, he has been given the title samurai, but he still maintains a human side of him that comes from his culture, from where he is from. Not entirely. History doesn't say exactly where he's from. No one's really entirely sure where he's from, but it's likely from the African region. That's what a lot of them are saying. So he's still very human. And he's looking at the kid like, hey, I know you're checking me out. I know I'm intimidating and I'm like very different from what you're used to, but it's all good. We're chill. And that's what that little wink indicates. And then it goes back to Naoi, and you can see her smiling in recognition of this. But then as soon as she puts her hood up, she's all serious. She's like, I'm ready to kill. Notice how her demeanor changes. So I'm looking at these two characters as Yasuke being more of a gentle warrior. Like he's a warrior at heart, but he's also very gentle natured. Whereas she is bloodthirsty and she just wants to kill. And those are the two different personality types. And now we go into the actual stealth part, which this reminds me of Ghost of Tsushima so much. You can see the patrols there walking along the edge. You're going to have the rope, which makes sense. She's running along the wall to get up. And then here we could see ninja stars. You can actually see the star shape. So she's throwing 3 at once to take out this guy. And as she comes down, you can actually see her pull out the blade from her hip in the back, right there. As she comes down, she also uses the hidden blade. So we got double assassinations back, which is great. So in one move alone, she takes out 3 of them. Then she pulls out her katana, does a rolling. That's probably, so here's what I'm thinking. She threw the, looks good in your opinion? Yeah, me too so far. But this is just cinematic, so take it with a grain of salt. So if this were to play out in gameplay form, she flies up, she jumps, she throws the ninja stars, takes out 1, and then she actually does a triple assassination. So this move right here, I would not believe to be an assassination, obviously, because it's not the traditional form of assassination. But then she turns, goes into a double assassination, and then you would hit another button where she would roll and assassinate for the third one. I could see that being a feature. So I don't think that's a double assassination into a fight sequence. I think that's a triple assassination. That's what I think. And now she goes into the fight sequence. That guy, by the way, is the one that she was chasing down in the woods. So he's a scaredy cat little bitch, some sort of political figure of sorts. And he calls for them to come in. Really cool fight sequence. We see that the hidden blade is being used to fight again. Great. Thank God it's coming back in. Now we see Yasuke, whose playstyle is very different. It's not stealthy. It's all straight obliteration. Now look at the size difference. Average height for Japanese men in the 1500s. And here's Yasuke. He's a Goliath. It's insane. And he takes out what is a traditional war club. I don't remember what they're called. But this thing's massive. It's heavy, but it looks very comfortable in his hands. I don't want to say small because it's quite a big weapon, but it looks very comfortable in his hands. So he takes out two in one swing. He destroys this pole arm. Look at that. He just destroys it, snaps it in half with a single swing, and takes this guy out. Breaks that guy's arm, probably smashes that guy's skull. Absolute brute. And now we're back at the very first setting where we have Naoi, and then we'll see someone pop in from behind Yasuke, which suggests where at the beginning we believe them to be enemies, then we believe them to be somewhat partners, and by the end of the trailer we know them to be partners, because then he says this, or they say this, and we get the theme song.
We are the shadows.
That serve the light.
So I want to talk a little bit about this hidden blade here and what's so cool. So we get the theme song, Ezio's family song, right? But that's now become the Assassin's Creed theme. We get a really cool hidden blade. You see it pop out, and then it has the ability to turn into a stabbing dagger, like what you would typically do. You use a traditional dagger for. Very, very cool. Also, look at the design here. You have simulated wrap, similar to a katana, for its handle. That's really cool. I like that little detail. And you got a little dragon here as well. Very cool. And it looks like there's an assassin symbol right there. So very cool design. The blade's very small, but you can see I would believe this is the blade side and there's an actual doll side. That's kind of what it looks like to me. So it turns into a stabbing dagger type of thing, and then it ends there. All right. So now that we've kind of done a review of, or overlook of the trailer, what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about Yasuke and what's his importance to this entire series. Okay. Why is he important? Yasuke is an actual person. In Assassin's Creed history, there has never been an actual real person as a protagonist. He is the first. You had Altair, you have Ezio, you have Rotin, you got Haytham, you got Edward, you got Shay, right? You got Jacob and Evie, you got Arno, you got Eivor, you got Cassandra, and then you also have Bayek, right? You have all these protagonists, not one of them ever was real. Yasuke is the first real protagonist. Why is this so important? One, it's really cool because they're finally using a real person. But why were they able to use him? Because there's so little actually known about him. But what we do know is really cool, and I want to touch upon that just a little bit. So Yasuke, So I read some of the comments, and they were like, "Oh my god, they're trying to meet that LGBTQ quota thing or whatever, diversity quota." No, this isn't a matter of diversity. This is a matter of finally using a real life protagonist for whom we have no history behind. We don't know anything too much about him, which means you can actually build a story around it. A fictional story, mostly fictional story. Yasuke was a black samurai. A lot of people are saying no, he was a retainer. Well, I have done a little bit of research, and there's a lot of evidence to prove that he was actually a samurai, not just a retainer. So those who are claiming that he was just a retainer, and that he wasn't an actual samurai and everybody is just dumb, first of all, stop being a keyboard warrior thinking that you know it all, because you're not. Keep your minds open, you morons. But second of all, he was an actual samurai. He did, I believe, start out as a retainer. That's what it's been suggested in a lot of the documentation. But how did Yasuke actually get to Japan? Well, I believe Yasuke, first, his name, Yasuke, I think, is a variation of Yasuf, if I remember reading that correctly. So his name is similar to Yasuke in his native tongue, but I believe it was Yasuf. Regardless, he gets to Japan because he was escorting an Italian Jesuit missionary named Alessandro Villagnano, I believe it was. Alessandro Villagnano. And he was an Italian Jesuit missionary going to Japan for missionary work. But because missionaries were not allowed to carry any kind of weaponry, they needed a bodyguard. And Alessandro took on Yasuke to be the bodyguard. Yasuke already knew how to fight a little bit. He was large and intimidating. No one was going to approach them whatsoever. So he was the escort. When he first arrived in Japan in 1579, he was assisting in the missionary work. And in 1581, I believe, is when he first met, which is when this scene, I believe, took place, when he first met Nobunaga Oda, because Alessandro wanted counsel from Nobunaga. He wanted to have a meeting with him and discuss things with him. And I believe that's what this interaction is right here, what we're seeing here. This was Nobunaga Oda's first interaction with Yasuke. And he was so awestruck by his height, his stature, so like not just how tall he was, but his physique and the color of his skin. In fact, he thought he was just painted black, so he was asked to wash himself, to get clean, only to realize, no, he's black. So all of this intrigued Nobunaga, and it impressed him enough that he pulled him on to his personal convoy. So now he is, I believe this is the point in time where he was brought on as a retainer type person, where he was within Nobunaga's inner circle, but not really a warrior. And sooner or later gained enough favor from Nobunaga to actually become the first, I believe the first, maybe one of the only black samurai to have ever existed. His skills were so impressive, and he was such an intimidating character that Nobunaga, being the warlord that he was, wanted to use this in fights. And because his 6'2" stature made him such an intimidating force, he was very much noticed and very much feared amongst the enemies. In fact, he was so popular, even when walking through the streets, that people would stop and stare at him, or at least trample over each other. People died literally trying to get a glimpse of him. That's how different he was in the 1570s to 1580s. So he was so interesting to the Japanese culture that people literally killed just to see this guy. And Nobunaga had him in his back pocket, essentially. And now it was in 1582, so only a year later, after he came under the essentially, I don't want to say ownership because he wasn't a slave or anything, but he came under the flag or the banner of the Oda clan. It's only a year later that one of Nobunaga's most trusted generals, Mitsuhide Akechi, betrayed him and attacked Nobunaga's camp. So I believe Mitsuhide took, 30,000 of his 30,000 warriors and marched on to was it 30,000 or was it 10,000? Either way, it was in the thousands of warriors and marched on to Nobunaga's camp of 30. Obviously, Nobunaga's forces were not going to withstand that kind of attack. And so Yasuke, Nobunaga, and then there was there was Nobunaga's lover, a young man by the name of what the hell was his name? I'm blanking on his name. I can't remember. But Nobunaga's lover, a young warrior, they fled, but they knew that they were going to die, so they committed seppuku. So Nobunaga started, and he instructed Yasuke to fulfill the process. And the process is the person who is committing seppuku will gut themselves, and then a person with whom they trust or a person with whom it's their responsibility to will then simultaneously behead them in the process. Nobunaga's lover, whose name I'm blanking on right now, he requested that be done to him as well. So Yasuke fulfilled his duties, beheaded them, but when you're fighting in your enemy, you want to take your leader's head as evidence that you beat them, of your victory, and then you usually display that in some fashion to show people your power. Yasuke didn't want that happening to Nobunaga, took his head, ran off, eventually was captured by Mitsuhide, but then released, and it's not entirely clear as to why he was released, but he was released, ended up going back to the Jesuit missionaries, and then from there on, not much is documented about him. Now, how do we know that this is true? We know this is true because there are Jesuit journals, and then there are also samurai journals that people kept back in that time that make reference to him. So they know he existed, and they called him a samurai. And that's how we know that he was an actual samurai, where people are claiming, no, he was just a retainer. No, he wasn't. He was an actual samurai warrior. And no, Ubisoft is not putting a black person in here for black person's sake. They're putting him in here because he is a very interesting character of which we know very little of, which would make for a great storyline to build off of. And it will be the first real living protagonist that has ever been in an Assassin's Creed game. So I want to point that out. So that's kind of Yasuke's backstory a little bit. Very awesome backstory, very full of mystery and wonder. And I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. I can't really speak about Naoi because she's a fictional character. There is really no backstory there. We don't really know, we don't really know what to expect of her. I'm sure it's going to be a revenge story of some sort. So that being said, these two kind of working together and how they fall into the Assassin's Order is going to be interesting. Now, is he going to be an assassin? He starts the phrase, "We work in the shadows to serve the light." Like, he starts that phrase, which is an ongoing assassin phrase, but does he decide to go the route of being an assassin or part of the assassins? I don't really know. I can see Naoi being an assassin. It kind of fits the kunoichi lifestyle. But he's a warrior. I don't know if that really kind of fits his lifestyle. Anyway, so those are my thoughts. If the gameplay is going to be as they kind of displayed it here, I'm very excited. If they can keep the graphics similar to this scene right here, like just watch her walk through this town. Watch how natural this looks. If they could keep the graphics quite similar to this, obviously the movement animations are not going to be nearly as clean, but if they can keep it similar to this in terms of graphical fidelity, I think we're going to have a masterpiece on our hands. I'm really excited for it. So like the reason why I brought up the whole people gasping at him, this is an indication of that. This is a representation of people literally stopping in the streets to see him because he is so imposing, so monstrous. I love this scene though, him winking, that's great. So yeah, I'm obviously very excited about this. I'm going to be playing Rise of the Ronin. Everybody who knows me knows I love the samurai. I love the period of the samurai. I think it's, I don't know, something about the samurai warrior growing up meant a lot to me, and I lived by a similar code. Like I was kind of like thinking of the honor of the samurai, what it meant to have such honor and devotion to not only yourself but what you represent. And so I carried that with me throughout my entire life. So of course I'm going to be very invested in this. I have already pre-ordered it. That's one thing I did want to talk about. So why don't we hop into that? So there are, of course, different variations or different versions that you could buy. Now, I would really love to get this box set, but this is $279. I'm not spending $279 for all this, even though it's cool because you get a wall banner, you get an art book, you get a couple of postcards, you get a metal case to go along with it. You get a Suba. This is apparently the Suba for Naoi. You get a map, you get the box, and then you get the season pass. You get to play it 3 days early, and you get a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, but $279, I don't know if it's worth that much. So this is what you kind of get in it, right? The 3-day pre-order bonus quest thrown to the dogs. Season pass with all the upcoming expansions, which is 2 apparently. The ultimate pack with Sekiro character pack, hideout pack, and 5 skill points, as well as a red dragon filter in photo mode, whatever that is. And then for the collector's items, you get Naoi and Yasuke dual character statue, unique steelbook case, collector's art book of 84 pages, a life-size Naoi katana tsuba, a world map, Creed wall scroll, and 2 Sumi-e lithographs, which are these 2 things down here. Okay. You can also play it 3 days before. Look at the details on these things, man. Oh, I wish I could get that. Maybe one day I'll get it. Yeah, very cool stuff. The Tsuba is really nice too. You can see the intricate detail. Love that. There's the map. There's the scroll on the wall. Now there are other versions. Can I see the other versions? They don't have it here. Hold on. I don't know why they didn't have it there. It should just be on the Ubisoft website. It's probably this one. So you have your standard edition, which is $70. Fair enough. You got your gold edition, which comes with the base game pre-order bonus, and then the season pass, which is the 2 expansions. You get to play it 3 days early. That's for $109. The ultimate edition gives you the ultimate pack. The ultimate pack includes the Sekiro character pack, including gear and weapon sets for both Naoi and Yasuke. The Sekiro Beast and Dragon Tooth Trinket. The Sekiro Hideout pack, including 4 unique ornaments to customize a hideout, which is really cool. That means that there's going to be a hideout similar to that of Valhalla, except hopefully a little bit better than Valhalla. 5 skill points, the Red Dragon filter. And then you have the Collector's Edition, which has everything. Now, I was originally thinking of getting the Ultimate Edition for $130, but keep this in mind. If you go the Ultimate Edition, it's digital only. You can get the physical copy with the Collector's Edition, which is $279, like US, probably $300 after all that. But and then you can get the standard and gold edition for the physical copy, but the Ultimate Edition is only digital. I have a physical copy of all the games, so of course I wanted to get the physical copy, so I couldn't get this one. Instead, I pre-ordered the gold edition, so I get the pre-order bonus mission as well as the season pass, and I get to play it 3 days early. So yeah, I'm certainly excited about it. I'm really hoping it is good. It's going to be one of their last RPGs probably for a little while, especially if they are going to have 2 expansions. If it's anything like the length of Valhalla, it's going to last 2 years easily. But if you want the physical copy, do standard, gold, or collector's edition. Do not go ultimate. Ultimate is digital only. And the only way to get the physical copy is going to be through certain stores like GameStop. GameStop is the one that I pre-ordered it through. They're going to have pre-order already like in their stores, or you can have it delivered, whatever it is. But you cannot, it does not come straight from Ubisoft. They're only handing out, I believe, the digital versions of these things. They're not sending out physical copies. So keep that in mind. So those are the different editions. Do I think this is crappy? Yes, I do. I think it's stupid that, Yongya had said 3-day early access. So you're saying if you spend extra money, you get to play it on time. And if you don't want to spend the extra money, you get to play it late. I agree with that sentiment 100%. Also, locking content behind a paywall, I think is stupid, 100%. I should be speaking with my wallet, but I love my Assassin's Creed. Y'all know that. It's the only thing I've ever pre-ordered. It's the only thing I've ever done. Am I a simp for it? Maybe a little bit. Am I disappointed with some of the games? Absolutely. Will I always give my honest opinion? Absolutely. But I will almost always pre-order. I think I even pre-ordered Mirage. I have the statue of Basim up there behind me. So yeah, that's what I do. If you want to speak with your wallet, totally understand. If you want to pre-order, no judgment from me. But I'm sure I'm going to get judgment thrown my way. But keep in mind, these are the different types of editions you can do. If you want to just wait for the game to come out, it'll be $70. If you want to pre-order, it's still $70, and you'll get the bonus mission, which I'm sure will be available to everybody at some point. And then there's the Ultimate Edition. And you can go on the website and read very little snippets about these guys. Very cool imagery. I'm looking at some of this. I hate that they keep calling her a shinobi, though, because a female shinobi is a kunoichi. So I hope they actually use that phrase. If this is in-game graphics, by the way, which it kind of looks like it is in-game graphics, if this is in-game graphics, it's going to be amazing. They are supposedly, from what I remember them saying, they're going to be using their new Anvil engine. So it better be good. That's all I'm saying. Better be good. All right. Enough of that. Why don't we get to the actual game of Rise of the Ronin? Let's get to that, huh? So thank you for going through that with me and sticking around. If I said come back in 30 minutes, well, I was wrong. Come back in 50 minutes. Because that's how long it took for me to kind of go over everything that I knew. Nice little breakdown. My brother is probably going to be doing something for it this weekend, so be sure to check out his station, or his channel, Full Spectrum Studios. So yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for it, but let's get into Rise of the Ronin. Alright, where did we last leave off? Some crazy stuff happened last time. We took out the red demon, which was E. Taka had died. And we're now in Edo. And okay, so what I was going to do next was clear out a whole nother region. I think if we clear out this region, I'll feel pretty good about it, considering that this is an encampment for the Pro Shogunate. There's this down here, which would build a friendship with, what's his name? Toshimichi? Okubo? Okubo. That name sounds familiar. But And then there's the 2 apprentices. So I want to do those, but I want to clear out the region first before we actually get into that. Because he's like right below it. So clear out these 2 regions, and then we'll continue with the story. You can see this territory is being held. This one's heavily in favor of the pro shogunate. This one's lightly in favor. This one's lightly in favor, and this one's heavily in favor. You can tell it's a deeper purple, and you can see which sides, like the borders. Like, okay, this little waviness here means like this area up here is pro shogunate, and this area down here is pro shogunate. And these are neutral. This one, I can't really tell. Is this one anti-shogun? I'm not sure. No, this is anti-shogunate. But I don't know what the blue is. Maybe neutral? Because gray's neutral, right? I don't know. Alright, public order. It's supposedly a level 27 fight. Look at all these white trees, man. Wow. That's pretty. Alright, got it. Okay. I might have to go upstairs and grab my water. My throat is parched after all of that talking. Whew. I was just about to say, I've noticed the music doesn't really play that much in this game. Not very often it actually comes on. One thing I hope about with Shadows is that the draw distance is good. Do you see this? Look at this. Look at this. This is terrible. What the hell is wrong with people? He's gone. There's a guy there. There's a guy there. I can't tell if that's a dog. No, it looks dead, whatever it is. There's a guy there. Oh, there's a couple of guys over there. Oh my god, this is gonna be bad. 11 people here to kill. Let's drop down. I'm just not feeling confident there. Okay, they did not see. This is good. There's a guy over there. Question is, how can I get over there without being seen? There's gotta be another way in. Hold on. Because why would they put tall grass there if there wasn't a way to get over there?
Help me!
Okay, I figured there's a guy that I could save there. This is why I'm focusing so heavily on. Okay, here's a spot. This is perfect. Okay. Let's get a little clarity as to what's going on here. That's an important kill. That is a much needed kill. There's that guy. Okay, he thinks I'm over there. Where was this guy? Is that him right there? He's right there. Oh my gosh. I kind of suspected he might see me. I'm not seeing anyone else up high, which is important. That guy there. This guy up here. Come on down. You don't want to come down? He doesn't want to come down. Okay. So we might be able to get this assassination still. Because he didn't want to chase. He was just like, what the hell happened? And he fucked off. Okay, good. I'm back away from this, get my health so I don't have to use any of my utility items. I gotta play this smart. Gotta play it smart. That guy there, he can't see me if I were to come down here, I don't think. That means I can come in here, take out this guy without any worry, because if you stop calling out to me, then they won't see me, you know that? But if you keep calling out to me, they're gonna see me. Nice. All right.
Sorry for the trouble.
You are good, my friend. No trouble at all. All right. I'm assuming there's a guy in there. We have 2 more formidable foes left. We have 4 more regular enemies to beat, I think. Down here, there's a guy there. There's only one guy in there. Can't get him. But if I pull him up here... Just have him beat him up. This works. I mean, this is why you get them up, right? Why are you firing at me, bro? You got Big Don over here kicking your ass. Okay, there's one more formidable foe and a couple more people to kill. Oh, that's sick. Okay. Ooh, rusty key. Champion's chest armor. Okay. All right, we can sneak inside here. I freaking hate the Uji Katana. There we go. Those throw moves I don't think are blockable. I've thought about it, and I've tried to block them 100 different times. I don't think they're blockable. Can't blame me for trying, though. There's nothing else I missed in here. I don't think there was. It's up there. Question is there any way up there? Yeah, let's oh, you could have come in this way too. Okay, but there's nothing up here. Alright, so that's one down. That's very nice. Love it. Did I not just get the box here? I could have swore I did. It's right here. I completely missed it. Red demon mask? Yo. I'm all about that. That's sick. Get all these things. I found you, kitty. Are you serious? Jump. Ha! Aha! Alright, let's go up there. Translate the karma, got a skill, some intelligence, and some other stuff. While we're here, we might as well do this mission. This training.
You can practice gliding here. Why don't you? Okay, I'll get things ready.
Gotta get 7,800 points. Okay. Good luck to me. I'm pretty certain I hit the other kite. Did I not hit that kite? Did I not hit those kites? Isn't it? I'm pretty certain I hit those kites. Are you not supposed to hit them, or? They're obviously targets. I wonder if I have to maintain a certain height. Like, these are smaller targets, so you have to be much more accurate. I think I hit it too low. Got it. I don't know how I didn't hit that. $7,200. I have to hit them all. All right, this one's a little more tough than the other ones. How did I not hit that, dude? Like, my wing's touching it. Damn it. I can go as fast as I want. Oh, you just missed my whole hour review of it. Oh my god, these targets are fucking annoying. They give you no room for error. You have to hit these things dead on. My wing is hitting it. Does that not count? Of course I hit the tree. And a faster time. I like it. I like it. I'm excited for it, but keep in mind it's still just a trailer. It's cinematic. That's it.
It's like you are born for
So
it.
we have to take everything with a grain of salt. But what I like, I see, and I like the backstory of Yasuke. All right, that one's done. But I am, you know, you can also take, like, my review of everything was very objective. But my opinion, please keep in mind, I am very much a fanboy of Assassin's Creed. So, I am a little subjective when it comes to... Yeah, no, I think we'll get that with the multiplayer for sure. But not with this title. We'll get it for the multiplayer. Because we still have Jade. Jade is going to have a customizable character. So we'll definitely have that. Alright, what am I taking a picture of? That's a cute picture. We also have Hex. And Nebulous, I think is what it's called. Nebulous being the multiplayer one. Whoa, discount bonus. So we have a lot of opportunity. Or they have a lot of opportunity for customizable characters. I hope the transmogging, though, in Shadows is going to be as good as this. Because this game has fantastic transmogging.
Hello there. What do you
Oh,
need?
hello there. Ooh, we got a new horse.
Anything else? You got it. Anything else?
Oh, those are the tact, okay. Nope, that's it. Just wanted the
See you
gold
later.
horse. I'll get all the other horses at endgame. I'll buy all that stuff at the endgame. What do you think of it, Light? What do you think? Do you think it looks good? I don't want to run into any big dogs here. Please, if you could, stay away from me. Okay. And a lot of pictures. They're looking very good. You're not too invested in the games anymore. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, it was just the location. Let's see, we're here. So we might as well clean this one out since it's relatively close. Yeah, yours and everybody else's, my friend. Yours and everybody else's. I loved Arno. If you want a character that's very similar to Ezio, Unity with Arno, like that's the closest you're gonna get, and he was a great character. That entire storyline, by the way, the Unity storyline, is totally underappreciated, 100% underappreciated. I think it deserves a fair shake. Now they are going to be redoing. Oops, they're redoing Black Flag. You played it for about an hour? Dude, you're missing out, man. Unity is such a great game. The storyline's great. Ezio is a fantastic character. There's no way I'm getting up on this motherfucker. Yeah, completely underrated game. And if you read the book, it even adds to everything. It's so good. Because it's through the perspective of Arno reading... oh... Why am I blanking on her name? I'm so dumb. Elise's journal. There's Big Boy there. Is that guy sleeping? There's only 4 guys here. That's 1, 2. This guy counts as second. Might have a copy for PC somewhere. I would encourage you to at least give it another go. It's a great game. That guy's sleeping. There's that guy there. Alright, I gotta get this guy. Or gal. Come on. Hate those guys, man. Above average height is an understatement. That is nuts. I hate facing them. Because they have such different paces. Like they'll swing slow and then they'll slash really fast and then they'll jump and then slow down mid-air. I don't fight enough of them to really get used to their moves, you know? But at least I didn't die to them. That's the important thing. Oh, you're using the saber. I was like, can I get that? Similar to Sekiro and Elden Ring? Yeah, I gotta play Sekiro. That's one game I've neglected. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Those are level 29. I'm only level 27. Fuck. I still gotta beat Neo though, because there's that too. Haven't beaten Neo. That's the next game on my list of games that I haven't beaten that I need to beat. I've gotten pretty far in it, so I love watching Elden Ring. I love watching it. It's great to watch.
Please stop this, both of you.
Stay out of this, you hit?
Use my bare hands.
Here!
You did it. Oh, thank you so much. It looks like no one was injured. You're most impressive.
They're injured, lady. Trust me. They're certainly injured. Let's lock this one. Got a lot of stuff I gotta get rid of. $22 to $29. And this has an additional spot. More bullets. Let's see. Ally blessing. Negative status build up. This is experience acquisition though, which is pretty good. Key attack increase. Key attack. It has a lot of key attack increase though. I don't know. Which one do I do? I'm gonna stick with this just because it has experience. Is the experience acquisition though only when I use it? No, it's just a passive. So I'm gonna keep that for now. Is this a cat? Yep, it's not calico. Okay. Can we go out there? We can. Ooh, it's part of this whole thing. Sweet. Usually a tree with a rope around it means something. Like it's been blessed or something. Is there... Yes, there is. Is this another fight? Oh, it's another fight. Okay, I gotta keep in mind where this is. Around the corner. Okay. Whew. Just like in the first area, we got ourselves a special fight. That's great. I don't want to go and fight him now. I'll get my ass kicked. I'm gonna wait till like I'm level 32 or something. Alright, there's a photography spot. Is that at the tree? Yeah. And see, there was in the first era in Kuro. I don't remember how to say the name. Well, I keep saying Kurogasa, but I think that's one of the characters' names. Either way, the first area had a tree similar to that, and there was a guy that was really difficult to beat. And I finally beat him. So when I saw that tree just now, I was like, ooh, it's got to be another one, right? It's got to be. So look at this bustling bay town, man. This is awesome. It's not a slum. It's a nice looking area. Really beautiful view out towards the bay. Holy fuck. There's the house. There are the rice fields. By the way, I can steal money. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I was trying to steal from him and I forgot how to. Now I gotta wait for that to die down. Okay, hold on. Pickpocket. You just hold it while running by. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry, guy. You shouldn't have died. Oh, I suck. Now I gotta wait for that to go down. There. Now it's going away. Ah, I'm such an ass. Oh, this is another area. This is not where I wanted to go. Alright, hopefully they've forgiven me enough. I didn't mean to kill the dude. I was just trying to steal money from him. Whoopsie! Ooh. You got grass growing through your floor. Might want to mow that, if you know what I'm saying. We got ourselves a warehouse. Let's check this out real quick. Can you enter it? No. Then it might not be a warehouse. It could just be a house. This could just be a line of houses. This is nice though. I like this area. I like this area a lot. What's in here? No, won't let me up. Satsuma Clan Edo Estate. Oh, that's the Edo Estate. Hey, Rob. What's up, man? Nice. Never skip leg day. Nope. The lights, my light in the background, yeah. If that's what you're referring to. Alright, so they had me take a picture of this. Is there anything relevant? It's locked. Doesn't look like there's anything inside, so be okay. Alright, gotta clean out these two guys. I'm gonna try. If I can work on assassinating them. Yeah, he's not so much of a sprinter, or, well, he is a sprinter, but he's not so much of a power kind of guy. He's more of a long distance runner. That's where his strength truly shines. I bet I can outpace you any day, punk. I'm not stealing any money from these guys. What the frick? I'm not stealing any money from them. What the hell, man? Don't I have that skill? Oh. Yeah, see, I already have it. Bump into certain townsfolk. How do I... Let me find a certain townsfolk here. How about you, sir? Do you have pockets I can steal from? Y'all got nothing. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna equip the skill. I'm gonna make it a level 2. Which one was it? It was this one, right? Pickpocket. Needs 5. I got 11 points. Let's do it. Guys, I'm not getting any money. I'm not... Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in. If you could tell me how to bump into people and steal their money. This guy might have some. Hold on. He's got nothing. Look at me like that. Have a good night, dude. I literally cannot steal from anyone. The mass groper? Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels that way. But I'm not actually getting anything from these guys. I literally just cannot steal from people. What the fuck? What is this? Weaken enemies, morale down. What's this down here? Range cowering effect. This is max health increase. I need 13. That's crazy. That's crazy. Could do aerial attacks again. What's this? Increase your bow's firing speed. That's the bow. That's good. That's cool, but when would I actually use that? Oh, I could... Oh, that's cool. I like that. Throwing range. Increase the distance you can throw earthworm balls. What's this? Increase enemy coin acquisition. I actually like that. Item drops from money sacks. I'm going to do this one. Give me lots of money. Money earned from completing a mission. The karma earned from defeating a fugitive. The experience points earned from restoring public order. Well, there's silver. Yes. Max that bitch out. Whatever, just use it, I guess. Can I steal from you? Nothing. Can't steal from anyone. This is bullshit. Used all those skill points, and for what? Not be able to steal anything. Well, I have my max experience gain stuff on, so I guess those skills were worthwhile. You dropped something in the water, I bet.
How could this happen? Please, won't somebody help me?
Yeah.
I dropped something very important.
Pretty certain it was this, right?
You got it for me.
What'd you give me? Some Oban. Ooh. Thank you. Oban, good for money. Look at this tree, man. Alright, how can I go at this guy? Oh, they're both here. I didn't know I could do that. Like, I know it kept saying I could do that, but I thought they were talking about the enemy. I didn't know they were talking about me. That's sick. That was great. That was like ghost mode in Ghost of Tsushima. That was fantastic. This is a beautiful, beautiful garden, by the way. Holy smokes. Rid ourselves of that. It was beautiful. I can't enter it, but it's nice. Anything out back? Kind of feel like this is not wasted space, but it could have been better used. So this is my house right here, dude. Holy shit. All right, so this area is 100% done. We can go to this area, and then we can work our way there. All right, let's get to it. Let's go over there. That was cool, man. Not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that. They got skill point too, I think. 2 skill points even. Oh, cool little restaurant. They got food out here. You don't even have to pay for it. La da da da. Again, I could go on my horse, but I really don't know this area too well yet. Oh, there's another thing I forgot to mention. This won't be early on in the video anymore. But they are going to have dynamic weathers in Shadows, which is cool. I think that'll be the first time Assassin's Creed has really had dynamic weather. Like, I think they went all in on this title. Like, all in. Oranges? Can I grab some? What? Yo, Edo's got a lot of nice areas, man. This is really cool. Oh. Good. Hopefully I don't... Yeah, okay, good. I was gonna say, I hope I don't get attacked by these guys. That would suck. That would suck. Alright, let's get our karma at least. 2 more skill points. Let's go. Just racking up these skill points. I still need those strength points, though. I don't know how else to get them. Like, are there certain mission types I have to do? Are there, like, prerequisites that I have to... This place is nice, too. The fuck? Oh, I was already here. Alright, let's get out of this area. Like, how do I get those strength points? I need those. Oops. Ah, shit. How do I get out of here? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. There we go. Whew. Someone get this man a GPS. Hopefully something good. I'm pretty certain I blocked that, or parried it. Hopefully I got my medicine pill back. I did not. That sucks. I got a lot of shit for that fight. What the hell? No! Up and over. What a beautiful sight this is. Hold on. This is a nice picture. I had to take it. Alright, grab this. And now we can start winning it back. What level is this? 25? That's not so bad. We could do that. See if I can do this with a katana. I really do need to improve its efficiency. I heard a dog. Yeah, there's the dog. There's 11 foes. And 2. He's dead. My question is, if they're not showing up on my scan, oh, there's one. I was gonna say, if they're not showing up on my scan, then where the hell are they? There's one. There's 2. This guy's outfit is awesome.
Give me your hand.
You think you know where I am, but in reality you don't. You're just shooting a rock. Yeah, you're just shooting a rock. You don't really know. There's Mr. Tough Guy.
Thanks.
What is with your hat, bro? What is this guy's hat? I need him gone. There we go. Ooh. Okay. There's that guy. We got a boar? Come on. Okay, he's gone. So we take these two out, that'll be 8. That will leave 3 left. I'm gonna hide from this one guy. Can I get into this tall grass? Is that a thing? These cowtails? Cowtail-like things? Yes, I can. Okay, where is this guy? He's right there. Nice. Got that. There was a chest behind this guy, right? Yep. Die Hard's headband. Cool, 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 cool. I don't understand what this is for. Alright, we have 3 left to deal with. They're all in the middle. The best I can do is try to get an assassination on all of them. At least a little bit. And that'll do some damage. I hate those guys. Alright, let's get out of that area. Heal up. Wait, it takes a lot to really build up that gauge, huh? Probably should have saved it. But I did need to kill those guys. So there was that. Alright, now let's try to kill these guys. Oh, I couldn't kill him. I fucking hate these guys. I hate those guys so much, man. They're so annoying. You can't ever fucking tell what they're going to do. It's so hard to read. Alright, I got new stuff. This place isn't quite liberated yet, so let's see. We can get here. Go here. Go here. Let's go to my equipment quick. I gotta keep working on the katana, man. I gotta get better with it. I'm really good with the double swords, but the katana... The parrying is a little bit slower at times, in my opinion. Like, they all have their own parry rate, you know? Well, these are better. R2. So it's 2 levels higher, which only bumps it up 8, which isn't that great. But let's see. Key consumption 4.6. That's the same. Attack against an unruly area goes up by 12.9. Attack flash increase 7.6. Gee, I don't know. Because they're both pretty good in their own right. Unruly area. Key consumption down while guarding is the same. So that's one thing I'm really concerned about. There's also the increase in attack counter spark. An increase attack for combos, which I do a lot of. Attack increase for flash attack. And then, which is, yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't do it nearly as much. An aerial attack, which I do I never really do anything with. So I don't think it's worth it, especially because it's only +8. And if I do one more upgrade to these katanas, these dual swords, I'm sure it'll be the same. So got a new bow, though. We'll have to check that out. All right. So I'm really behind. on my bows here. But that's because I have this, let's see, I have the experience acquisition. But Yochi's longbow, it's not the same. Damn, I was hoping it'd be the same. Enemy panic duration, martial skill attack increase. There's, oops. But that one has experience acquisition. This one's level 37 though, or 31. Wonder if it's worth it just because of that. I might lose 1.7% of skill acquisition, but it's kind of worth it. Think it's kind of worth it. Increase weapon proficiency acquisition. Loss of karma is down. Bolster effect up. Range cowering effect on assassinations. That's not a huge increase. 0.7% is nothing. Weapon proficiency acquisition is up 3%. And blood gauge reduction guarding. That's actually quite good. Can I get the blue demon mask? Because I will run that 100%. All right, I kind of like this one. I like this one quite a bit. Only +3. But this only has zoom magnification increase, which is quite fast. But if I'm doing it from a distance, it doesn't really matter. Bolster duration and additional item drop for collecting is up quite a bit. But this has weapon proficiency increase and blood gauge reduction. So I kind of want to go with that. For the body, let's get rid of all this. I have to break these down or trade them in. All right, +11. It's only 3 levels. It's the same. Mighty Warrior and a solo attempt defense is increased. Key recovery, blade fash, key recovery, max gauge. Health recovery is important. Key recovery increase for blade. Kind of want to go with this one. Because it is greater defense right out the get, and then the other parts are pretty good too. Those are cool looking sandals. The fuck? Fireman sandals? Those are dope. Look at those boots. If I wanted to do like a red demon build, I easily could do it. All right, so this is what I have. Put on comparison here. I only go up +1 for overall defense, even though it's 4 levels higher. That's not worth it. Because the passive skills aren't that great either. Yeah, skip it. Can I get a golden version of her comb? What does her comb even do? Paralysis, resilience, key consumption while guarding goes down. Enemy evasion, okay. Moby Dick. All right. Got 4 Oban. Nice. Five skill points. I'll do all that later. Okay. All right. Back to the fighting. Let's get this chest. Almost ran off without it. Another book. That one's only 160. Let's go do that quick. Wait, there's a cat nearby too? What? And there's a chest up there too. Okay, how'd you get up here, you little feline? Now how you gonna get down? This is a tall ass tree. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, I like never get scrolls of strength. Sorry, the treatise. I never get these, man. Not of strength anyway. Can I buy them though? I wonder. Is that something I can do? If I can buy them, I'm so buying them. I should have enough money, but what money? How much money do I got? Where's my fucking money? Where the hell is it? 84,000. I got plenty. We're gonna go get the cat. Then I'm gonna see if there's a place I can go to get those strength scroll things.
Huh.
There's nothing else out here. We'll go up there. Can we take off from here? That'd be great. Nah, that's not really a takeoff point. That would have been nice though. Ooh, another activity. Let's do it.
No, please! Thank you. I'll be happy to give you a generous discount.
Okay.
What will it be?
Buy sundries. I don't need any of that, really. Could buy these two things.
Is there anything else?
Skinny bulbs.
What will it be?
I think that's it. What's this? Fire pipe? Oh, I don't even use that.
Come again.
Die Hard's headband. Nice, another one.
No rush. Take your time.
Take your time. Bamboo sheath. Nah.
No rush.
Nah.
You look after yourself now.
Is there a blacksmith nearby? That's really what I want to know. Level 28. Let's fucking go. Got red nuts, y'all. Red nuts. That's it. Wonder if this is gonna be a story mission area. Alright, and then I have to go kill those guys. But if there's an apothecary here, I think it's safe to assume there's probably a blacksmith. Which I could really go for a blacksmith right now. I was just hiding under there. There is no blacksmith. Damn it. Alright. Level 22? Oh, these guys shouldn't be that bad then. I say that and then I get my ass kicked. Hopefully I don't. Wait, there's two of them here, though. I see the one. Oh, there's the other. Oh, I hate those guys. I don't care if I take him out with a bow. Have him drown. All right. We did it easy way. Now, why were you guys here specifically? Is there something that you're hiding? No? All right. All right, this area is 92%. Ooh, we missed a box here. That's it. That's literally it. And then we get a strength thing. One of those fists for skill development. Which is what I've been asking for, so I'm actually quite happy about. What is this? It's a training area? Oh no, this is an execution area. What the frick? Oh, can't get in that way. You know, I just don't know why they have you do that. Because, like, just let the person in. A bestowed longbow. Nice. Strength point. I need, what is it, 17 strength points in total if I want to... Yeah. Oh, no, I need more than that. This is 5. So I need 18 to complete that. So I need 22 strength points. The strength points required to learn some skills are chiefly gained from personal bonds, fugitive rewards, and completion rewards. Furthermore, learning a certain number of skills will increase your core strength stat, as well as your primary attack and defense stat. Yes, but is there any other... You said that was the primary way. Is there any other way to get them? Because look at, I need 5 there. Like, literally, it's just strength points. It's just strength points. And then I can fill that one out and be done with it. Which the key blaze gauge fills? Ooh. Cumulative 40%? Yes, we want to get that as frequently as possible. 100%. Key blaze. Increase the damage dealt by you and your allies during a key blaze. Yes. Just to make sure. Organizations, areas, combat style. Defense guide, basic controls. Battle. Where is the key blaze? Violent Gale is... Press R1. Change combat styles. Okay. Learn Violent Gale and press R1 plus a direction at the right time while attacking to activate Violent Gale. Alright, activate Violent Gale will allow you to change your combat style minutes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. In desperate situations. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's Keyblaze. Okay. You survived a hard-won battle against some formidable foes who share a strong bond. You are now able to activate a Keyblaze. Keyblaze charge Keyblaze gauge to a maximum, press triangle and circle together. Your Keyblaze gauge will be charged by successfully landing attacks and executing counter sparks. So those are important. A Keyblaze will be accompanied by the following effects for you and your allies. Your weapon will be set ablaze, improve counter spark performance, making it easier for you to deflect enemy attacks, and the following attributes may also be bolstered for you and your allies. Attack, stagger, Keyblaze duration, and elemental attack. So Keyblaze duration is under this, right? Yeah. So I got the Keyblaze gauge up to 40% cumulative. This is the attack Keyblaze, so increase the damage dealt. Upgrade allies, ally bonus, health recovery. I need that still, but this one's important. Especially now. Let's see. I think it's about time we go back to the Longhouse. Let's just travel back. Go there quick. Oh. Send it back out. Let's go to the blacksmith quick.
Welcome! I'm blessed to have your patronage.
Huh.
What do you need? Much obliged. It'll mold to your body with use.
23,000. I don't know if I need to do it that much.
Later then, and take care.
Is there no way? There's no way to improve or sorry, not improve, to buy. What can he do? That he can't do what I need him to do.
You're back.
I am back. Looks like I got a lot of stuff too. Red demon mask. How fucking cool is that, dude? I actually love that. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, let's just start from scratch. All right, I kind of like this. No one wants the trousers. No one wants the Hakama either. He's got to have bottoms. What do I have for the top? It's ruffian casual. This is for the ruffian casual? Yeah, I guess. Okay, we'll just stick with that. For the belts, let's see. Ooh, rookie ninja's attire? That's kind of cool. I like the red rope too. But I want kind of more of a sash like this. That kind of looks nice to go with the katana, actually. So exquisite kimono, I kind of like. That would technically go with the set. Huh. Can't have any outerwear there. Alright, arm protection. Those aren't really different. I kind of like these. Those go well, or go good as well. I don't know if these have the same effect. Nah. We are going to have to get rid of the shoes. The fireman's sandals, though, man. Those things are cool. Flip, clop, flip, clop, flip, clop. Those go good with all the white accents. Accessory, neck accessory. Japanese scarf. Giant monk costume scarf. Nah. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do that. I like the existing ones. The bows. Still like that one. We're saving it. It's sick. It just looks so cool, man. I love it. We'll run with it for a little while. Let's see. Talk.
I'm glad to see you.
Good. The mask comes off when he interacts with others. That's important. Oh, we're already faded.
Truly. Well,
Surprised to see Ryoma's not here. I need 50 for that. I have 2 cats left. Use the brush kit to reorient yourself and reset your blade sharpening origin. You'll reset your acquired special skills and restore your spent skill points. Your blade sharpening origin will affect the title you start off the game with, as well as your fighting style when your avatar appears to other players.
heading off.
All right. Will anyone else show up?
Thought I'd wait for you inside.
No, you're the only one here.
Watch.
Strange. All right, so next time we are going to come down here and work on, because let's see, we've cleared out 1, 2, 3. Ooh, there's a whole region down here I haven't even touched. We at least cleared out 1, 2, 3 regions. And then we'll do these 2 next time. But I have been going for almost 3 hours. So let's save the game. 40 hours. We broke the 40-hour mark. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it. I want to thank all those who stuck around and hung out with me. Appreciate you. At the beginning of this video, or of this stream, at the beginning of this stream, we did a lot of talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows. If you guys are interested in my opinion, be sure to check that out. I do have it in the title, Assassin's Creed Shadows, trailer, thoughts, and then so on and so forth. So hopefully people are inclined to check it out. I'm excited for the game. I am, but with cautious optimism. So hopefully you guys are too. I didn't have any W tonight because I was already stoked to come down and talk about things. So, but if you guys are interested in checking out W, go to w.gg, use the promo code AHC at checkout to get 10% off your total purchase. They have a variety of different flavors. I myself got a whole bunch of different flavors. I actually just had the Calo Rush, which was really good. It's like an orange creamsicle. Love that one. But I have 5 different flavors right now. I'm going to be testing them all. So far, there isn't one that I haven't liked. So be sure to go to w.gg, use AHC at checkout to get 10% off. It saves you money, helps us out. And yeah, also if you're into physical fitness like I am, be sure to check out ripsports.com. Repsports.com has not only sells Raise Energy, which is a great substitute to Monster and Red Bull and all those other drinks, because it has natural vitamins in it, and it also doesn't have any added flavors or any added colors. Be sure to check it out. Raise Energy has a lot of wonderful flavors, but there's also other stuff there like protein shakes, pre-workouts, and an assortment of other fitness supplements. So be sure to go to repsports.com, use AHC at checkout to get 15% off your total purchase. Helps us out as well. Big shout out to Gaming Synergy, the only platform you really need to do kind of any league or tournament gameplay. It's a free platform. It's free to sign up, create an account, and start creating your league today. Gaming Synergy is great. We use it for the Alpha World League, and we also use it for the Firewall Leagues that are taking place. So be sure to check it out. That's gaming-synergy.co.uk. Big time supporter of Amateur Hour Commentary, and also of me and a couple others. And lastly, go to amateurhourcommentary.com. That's our website. You can check out what we do on an esports side of things. Greatly appreciated. And be sure to also check out the Twitch and YouTube channel for Amateur Hour Commentary. It's AH Commentary over on Twitch, and just type in Amateur Hour Commentary over on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, follow on your respective platforms, whether on Twitch or YouTube. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll be back to Rise of the Ronin next time. Later, get out of here. Have a good night. Do something other than watch this ending of the stream. Bye.